Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you're having an awesome Friday. Today is July the 18th, and I wanted to go over some stuff with you guys. I always try to make it educational. How can I add value to you? So I put this together real quick. It's not going to be a long video, but some details that I'd like to educate you about and that you can use to your advantage. I have a person on my mind, and I guess just terms of like a positive thing that I can tell you to start the video out with. Let's keep it positive. Absolutely, always, right? So I kind of just learned this a moment ago, and I thought it was good. I was watching a YouTube video from one of the women that are on the Shark Tank show, and she was asked a question. How do you dealing with difficult people in terms of like realizing when you need to let people go, and you need to stop investing in them with whether that's your money or that's with your time, because that's what we have, right? That's what we're bartering with. We're bartering with our money, we're bartering with our time. And she said something pretty profound in this YouTube video that I just watched. I'll link it below. It was educational, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. But she was asked that question, how do you know when it's time to let somebody go? And she said, when you hang up the phone with them or when they leave the room. And if you feel more at peace when they have left the room than them being in the room, it's time to let them go. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty legit. I like that. And so I started sort of analyzing that with a couple people recently, and I was just like, wow, when they did leave the room, I felt better. And I don't know, just kind of wanted to share that with you. Maybe you can take that nugget and apply it to your life in some capacity, but I'll link that video to her below. So anyway, the topic of this video, small business loans. Everybody knows that I do freight factoring. I'm that guy. Better call Paul, better call Saul. Let's talk about small business loans and the advantage that I'm able to help the carriers that I work with. If you're a carrier that wants to work with me in the future, today, tomorrow, next year, whatever, call me. I had a guy call me this week, and it was quite flattering. He's like, I watch your videos all the time. I'm like, okay, great. I don't really have a lot of subscribers, but that's awesome. That's great. Thanks for making my day. I appreciate that. These are not super fun to make, even though I'm trying to make it fun. But, I just want to be a person that's adding value. Whether I can't even help you in terms of you're not even doing business with me. But if I'm helping someone, that gets me excited to get out of bed. That makes me happy. So I make these, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope they're educational and they're not a waste of time. But anyway, everybody knows me. You can go to my website somewhere pinged around here. I'm sure you can see it. So let's talk about small business loans. Wow, that came through horribly. Let's get rid of these two things. That's great. Let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that, and we'll go back to something a bit cleaner. All right, so everybody knows this is what I do. If you go to my main website, I have this all listed. Obviously, factoring guy, and these are all the segments of the industry that I do personally. But we're going to talk about that one. Small business loans and how I can do 100% of the cost of the repair. That was a little rough, but I got it. You got to improvise. So, man, there we go. I applied the animation, and then I totally forgot about it when I was deleting those two items. But anyway, so small business loans. Let's just do a chit chat about it. If you're factoring your loads with me and I'm processing your loads for payment with a same-day deposit, well, at the same time, if heaven forbid the truck did break down, transmission blows, liftgate breaks, radiator, it's shot, you need a small business loan. I can finance 100% of the cost of the repair. So example, transmission. If the transmission blows and it's $7,000 to get a new transmission, I can get you financed on that to get the truck fixed to get back on the road so you start making your money as quickly as possible. And then with the factoring, since I'm already processing your loads, we'll just take a little bit more after every single load that we're processing anyway, since we're already moving your money, to slowly repay that loan over time. It's not a big punch where you gotta pay us $1,000 a month. No. It'll be a small nibble as a percentage of that Raycon for repayment to repay the $7,000 loan to get the transmission rebuilt or to get a new one dropped in. So it's really that simplistic. It's not overcomplicated, and I think it's overlooked in terms of people and their value. I've had that happen to quite a few guys and gals over the road. Hey, Paul, I need a small business loan. Help me out. I need $3,000. Let's walk through it. So that's the primary function of the business loan program that I have tied together with my freight factoring that I just kind of wanted to expand upon and explain to you in more detail. A backup option, yeah. I'm sure you have 2 credit cards, maybe 5 credit cards. I don't know. But let's talk about a backup option. PayPal actually has a pretty cool program, and it's worth me telling you about it just to have a backup option. Personally, I actually have the PayPal card for this that I'm about to describe to you right here, right now. Again, awesome. The picture's overlaid and didn't transpose correctly, so I'll get rid of that and then go back to the PowerPoint. Awesome, fixing things on the fly. So PayPal offers a monthly option which allows eligible customers to spend the cost of a purchase, to spread the cost of a purchase from 6 months to 12 months to 24 months. You won't be charged interest if you pay back whatever you swipe within 6 months, which is pretty cool. So, for example, if you have I don't know, I'm going to just pull up a calculator here real quick. Let's see what this does. That went the wrong way. I'm going to move this over here. Can you see that? I don't know. Let's say we have 2,000 divided by 6. That's $333 payment every month, and you don't have to pay interest. So that's on a $2,000 swipe transaction. No interest charged at all. Sweet. And if you had a $2,000 bill, you could put this on this card and you could chop it up into 6 months of payments at $333 to repay it. That's pretty convenient. I have this for myself if I buy airline tickets or if I need to buy tires, do anything with my car. I have this for this exact purpose as a plan B option, just to have a plan B option. And I think it's warranted to me be able to share this with you guys because I get that question all the time. Hey, Paul, small business loan, can I do it? Sure, we can do that. But also being able to represent a alternative secondary option because it's good to have options. So I think that's really cool. You can pause the screen and take a quick look at this if you want to see more specifics. But if you're already a PayPal customer, which I imagine 99% of the people watching this are already PayPal customers, you're going to be able to get this credit card in the next 5 days in the mail. And I think that's pretty cool in terms of chopping up payments. And it looks like it can apply to balances all the way up to $10,000 per purchase, per transaction. Again, it's a plan B option to the plan A option. But anyway, long story short, I don't want to beat a dead dog. I think it's cool. Again, to go back to the topic, small business loans, I do all these functions. I think I'll make more videos talking about each and specific one of these items. But anyway, long story short, I didn't want to make the video too long. Hope you have a great Friday. Please like, subscribe, and share this with somebody. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.